Okay, so cold and flu season is among us. It's fall almost, fall feeling anyhow. And I have learned about fire cider. I'm sure lots of people have heard about it. I've known about it for a while, but I've never actually knew what went into it, which I guess isn't anything that's particularly set. You just kind of go with it. But I got like a general recipe for it from a guy that taught it at Old School Survival Bootcamp. I took his class, but he said it's great to use during cold and flu season, when you're sick, or if you're going to be in large crowds to help increase your immunity. So we're going to attempt this, and they say it is absolutely horrible. So that makes it just sound so much more fun. My kids would probably rather suffer from the flu than have to actually drink this, but you know, it is what it is. We're going to make them drink it anyhow, because that's who I am as a mother. But it takes a lot of crap. Like I have to have organic ginger, because organic ginger has all these little nooks and crannies and stuff. So, you know, you can't really peel that. So you just kind of shave it, peelings and all, for your stuff. And I also need horseradish. This is getting a little on the old side because I've had it for a little while and I ain't used it yet, so it's kind of wrinkly looking. But horseradish. And then onion. Let me see. Some smashed up garlic. It doesn't tell you how much. You just put in what you feel like you should put in there, I guess. Put those into jars, even amounts into each jar. And then I add in my cayenne, some black pepper, some thinly sliced lemon on top of it, and then habaneros. Well, I ain't got habaneros, but I've got jalapenos. So we're going to add a jalapeno. You know, this just sounds horrible. And then rosemary, if you have it. Again, I don't have rosemary. Maybe it's something I should get. I keep finding stuff that says I need it. And then I would pour over that my apple cider vinegar with mother. Let me tell you what, this crap is expensive. I've made my own apple scrap vinegar and gotten mother with it, but I don't have any on hand, so I had to pay for that. So when I do apples later this week, we're going to make some more apple scrap. But then what's it say here? Shake it. Try to shake it daily for at least 6 weeks. So it has to set 6 weeks. So we're going to be well into the 6th season when this is done. That's just me and how I get things done last minute. But with that, we're going to start making some fire cider. So, wish me luck. First thing I need is, it says 3 jars, but I'm only doing 2 about half-gallon jars. One for me and one for my sister-in-law. I figure all the kids can suffer equally. So I'll have the jars back here, and I'll make even layers into those, which you can't really see because, well, this is a lot of stuff here. Anyhow, and first things first is to roughly chop some onion. Well, I'm out of onion with the exception of all the ones I grew, and I just cut these up earlier, and they made my eyes tear up so bad. I mean, they were just downright brutal. It was horrible. But let's get some onion chopping happening. But yeah, so anyhow, these things are so strong. But, you know. But it doesn't give us exact measurement neither. So I figured I got 6 of them here, so I'll just put 3 in each jar as a rough chop. And that'll be, you know, good enough. So, if I can clean it, maybe. Okay, so I'm going to roughly chop up these here onions. I don't really think it's going to matter, but I'll put 3 in each jar, and that'll be my first layer of this fire cider. Pretty rough chop, huh? I guess. Okay, so anyhow, that's rough chopped onion 1. Jar 1. This will just keep it even for me. That way, it's a fairness if the kids are all gagging. It's like, well, I have to do it too. And then we'll figure it out there. Oh my gosh. These are so strong. Oh, if y'all could just smell these right now, your eyes would be watering me. This is awful. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's 3 rough chopped onions each. So that's rough chopped onion layer in each jar. And next comes your ginger. I can't even talk, my ginger. So I'm going to chop up this here ginger on my thingy here because, well, it'll make life easier. Okay, so that's my ginger there. It's almost like a real yellow tater look. But anyhow, it's very similar to sassafras in my opinion. But I'm just going to peruse this right now through here and all of its shapes. Make sure I don't slice off my hand. Ooh! This does come with a safety feature. I clearly ain't going to use it. Anyhow, that's 1 ginger. I'll just do 1 for each. This is a really good smell to it. I'm sure I'll kill that with the next stuff, which is the horseradish. But yeah, so anyhow, you can see onion and ginger in the jar in my layer so far. And then next comes my smashed up garlic. Okay, so I peeled the horseradish. It is, it's kind of old. We'll see what happens here. But, yeah, so anyhow. Ooh. Ooh. This is awkward. Anyhow, I'm going to keep on slicing this here up best I can. And just, at this point, it might be easier done with my knife. You know, a handful for this jar layer, and a handful for this jar in a layer. Gotta finish this piece though. Alright, so there's that. And then I need to do my garlic. Out of order, but who cares, whatever. Next is garlic. This is garlic I growed. It's going to break up in the cloves here. It said just mash it, so I'm just going to whack it with this here hammer. And put it in there, because, I mean, I clearly ain't going to make it any worse than what all this other stuff is, because, well, it's, my eyes is burning. Like it ain't nobody's business. Whew. Well, I think the horseradish dulled my knife. Okay, let's see here. Good night, goody. Okay, anyhow. I literally am just going to whack these cloves and put some in each jar. So, just by mashing it, I'm releasing all that garlic and its goodness. So, anyhow. And after I mash it, this paper comes off so much easier. Anyhow, that was 2 bulbs worth, so that's what I'll put in the other one over here. Is 2 bulbs worth. Okay, let's see. Wow, this is the way to do it. I struggle to peel these garlic all the time. I should just really whack them with a hammer here. Huh, who knew? I mean, honestly, it ain't no wonder this stuff smells horrible. Onions are strong by themselves. Garlic is strong by itself. Horseradish is strong. Ginger is kind of different, but it's got a smell. It's not terrible. So, yeah, I'd say this be what it is. So, alright, put this in there. We'll whack these other 2 up right fast. But in this jar here, see? You see my different layers so far. Onion, ginger, horseradish, and then garlic. So, get this other piece done, and we'll get that in there, and then we'll start with the next. And now, after I added my layers, it said to almost the top to each jar, but honestly, I think this is enough. We'll see, we'll see. But next is a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. 1/4 teaspoon. Really ain't that much. To each jar here. What, baby?
We, as kids, went in mud.
Oh no, I heard y'all went mud running.
How?
Your sister has a big mouth. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper.
Who told you guys?
Ground black pepper.
After me, you're doing it.
Yeah, I'll let you taste that. Yeah. 1/4 teaspoon of that to each jar.
Why is it already this piece?
Because I cut it off. And then 4 thin slices of a lemon, and I'm going to just thin it over to here.
What is that?
This is fire cider for when you guys get sick.
When we get sick?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you just give us normal medicine?
What if we don't have access to normal medicine? Give you normal medicine. Girl.
That's not gonna kill it.
These are very thin. Box fell. 2. Box fell, that's what happened. 3. And 4.
When is I'm gonna taste?
You want to taste it?
Huh?
You want to taste it,
Yeah.
you said? 1. 2.
Can I have a slice?
Yeah, I'll do this slice.
I won't like
I'm
this.
juicing it right now as we're talking.
My mouth is watery.
And then, like I said, called for habanero pepper. Don't have that. Using jalapeno instead. And it's literally just cut her in half. So, a halved habanero pepper. I'm assuming that means half to each jar. Oh, we'll find out. Either way it goes. It might be the grossest thing I've ever tried to make my family do. But,
It is. I'm not gonna try it.
yeah, you will. Halved habanero to each jar. And then finally, and rosemary if you have it, but I don't. And
No.
finally, the apple cider vinegar with the mother.
Can I?
You need the mother, not yet, baby, because that's where your probiotics and all that good, healthy bacterial stuff you need lives. Oh! Don't do that. Stab yourself, because that's dumb.
But I
And
hold
then-
it.
So,
Why do I have to hold it?
you don't. Give it to your sister. And then the guy recommended you keep these here glass jars because it is good to because once 6 weeks is up, I'll strain this and get rid of all the lovely ingredients there. And then I'll put the liquid back in this jar, and then we got a swigger jar. Oh my gosh, if y'all could smell this. I ain't even joking. Brutal.
Mom, now can I have a minute?
Hold on a minute. Oh. Nope, there it is. You got black spit in your eye.
My nose
And then cap it. And then shake it daily. So, there we go. That's the makings of some fire cider. I'll label that. And in 6
Mommy,
weeks,
read the others.
we'll strain it and we'll see what
Can
we
I
got
have
going
one for
on.
you?
So, anyhow,
How's it
there's your fire cider.